Okay guys, I just got my, I think it was Hollywood hair bro or something like that. I got it just today, you know. I'm gonna start trying it out, you know. I think I'm gonna open it up and then we can both see what it looks like. This is the cup I'm gonna use. Just put it into this cup. So I put it right here. Not too much. It's expensive. Not much drops. I'm only gonna put it on my bald head. This cutesy squad. So, you remember I told you that I bought this, I think it was Hollywood's, hair bar or something like that. So, I was using it for like, I think it was like 17 days or so. And it didn't really do anything, you know. It did make bumps around the back part. But then, the next day, the bumps will go away, right? And when I was watching the videos about like when it's supposed to start growing back, they said it was like a week or so. So I thought this cream would be different, right? Like all the other rest of the creams what I always tried, right? The other creams never worked for me, right? Maybe because I have first degree burns, or I don't know. First degree burns or just more complicated burns, right, on my head, right? So apparently it was not working, right? So I'm thinking, let's make a concoction, right? Concoction means that I mix other chemicals or like oils or anything to boost up the speed of the hair growth, right? So I was like, this thing is not stimulating my hair, scalp, right? So I was like, hot sauce always makes my face red, right? I know that's a bad idea, right? But apparently in my head I was like, it stimulates the your face, right? And it makes it hot, right? And it goes throughout your skin and it boils it, right? Or something like that. So I was like, let's put that into the hot sauce, then the chili, you know, this chili pepper thing. I put those into my Hollywood's hair bars, right? Keep in mind, the Hollywood, whatever that thing is. It was like, I think it was $24 and something and change, right? But I had to pay for shipping, right? So it was like almost $30, almost, right? The thing came out to like $28 or something, right? See, I thought it would be a good investment. Maybe it'll work. Apparently it's not working, because that's why I had to make the concoction to make it even work, right? So the concoction didn't work. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the big part of the story. So when I was cutting up the chili pepper, right? Not me thinking that, oh, I'll maybe get this on my hand, right? Burn the hell out of my hand, right? So I'm cutting it up, right? Actually, I'm not really cutting it up. I'm just peeling it with my hands, right? So I'm peeling it with my hands, taking out the seeds, because that's the most important part, you know. That's what makes the pepper hot, right? That's what I'm assuming, right? So I put that into the Hollywood's here, whatever, right? And I put it on my scalp. It's stimulating. It's making my head red and stuff like that. It was not making my head red or anything. It was just stimulate my scalp, right? So before I put it in there, I had it in my hand. I had it into this palm, and I was touching with my fingers, right? Forgot to wash it, right? So I went in the room, maybe like 5 hours, right? It started to burn. It started to itch. My hand started to itch because I touched the chili pepper, right? Forgot to wash it. So I'm like thinking, let's wash my hands. It's no big deal, right? Right now. Keep in mind, my hand is on fire. Legitly on fire. Like someone put like flames on my hands. That's why it hurt so bad, right? I'm washing it. It's getting even hotter, right? No one told me that chili pepper will get even hotter if you wash your hands. No one told me that shit, right? So then I was like, this is not right. Why does my hand keep making it even hotter, right? I don't know. So I sat back down on the bed, and then I was like, it's getting hotter. My hand, my palm and my whole hand is turning really hot. Like I'm like putting my hand into the hot water. Why is it doing this? My hair is scrambling. Like, did I burn my hand with the chili pepper, you know? And then I was like, nah, it can't be, you know. And then it started cooling down because the fan is right there, right? Put my hand next to the fan, start cooling down, right? And then after a while, I take my hand from the fan. It started to heat up again. My hand started to heat up. Like, what the hell? So I went down to the kitchen, right? I put ice on it. Apparently, you don't supposed to put ice on it. My stupidness, right? And then I start putting, like, you know, the first degree burns, you know, like the creams and stuff. I was putting that on there and stuff like that. And then I started going to YouTube, right? See what the hell is happening, right? They're like, oh, you're supposed to wash your hands with soap, or use baking powder, or like I think it was a lemon or something like that. I tried all of them. It didn't work. It made it even hotter, you know. I'm like, did I just messed up? I should have washed my hand a long time ago, you know. I shouldn't have been playing with that chili pepper. I shouldn't even do that experiment, you know. But I wanted my hair to grow, so apparently I should just left it alone, right? And then they was like, say, use milk, right? Soak your hand in milk. I did that. It didn't work, right? Now it's like almost 7 o'clock, right? In the night, right? My hand's still burning, right? So I'm like, whatever, you know. I start watching the YouTube videos, and it was like, oh, if you get chili pepper on your hand, do this and whatever, right? It was not working. So all those videos I was watching was bullshit, right? So I was like, you know what? I sat down on the bed, and I was like, you know what? If it's gonna get hot, it's gonna get hot. You know, eventually maybe it'll cool down, maybe it won't. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll wake up with no hands, right? Because how much pain it was in, right? So I sat down, watched anime for a while, you know. Anime is like cartoons, you know. So I did that, and it started to cool. It was getting hotter, but then after a while, it started to cool down, right? Apparently, you don't supposed to put water or any of those things to on like your hand when it gets like hot, right? Didn't know that, right? because no one told me that, right? So I left it alone. Apparently it's subsided, right? It stopped hurting, right? Then I went to sleep because it was like 10 o'clock at that moment. I thought I was going to stay up all day, you know, waiting for this hand to, or both of my hands. Just keep in mind it was both of my hands was hurting. So apparently it stopped hurting, you know. I was not in pain anymore. I fell asleep at 10:15 or something like that, right? Let me tell you this little story what happened the same day, right? So I got my turtle heater. I told you that, right? So I got him a heater. I put it into the water, you know. He's like, somehow he keep lifting up the heater, right? And it floats to the top. When it floats to the top and it's getting hot, it will break, right? Because it's glass, right? So I'm thinking, keep pushing it down, keep pushing it down. At that time, I didn't push it down because I didn't know he lifted up. Guess what, guys? It broke. Legitly shattered into his container. I'm like, I came over there to see if he was hungry, right? And I see him right next to the glass, and I'm like, what are you doing next to the glass? And then it just clicked in my head. I'm like, oh my God, the heater just broke. It shattered, right? So I'm taking it out of the water and stuff like that, seeing if all the pieces is there, right? Making sure all the pieces are there, and then check on Nathaniel, see if he's cut or anything like that. My turtle's kind of smart, but kind of like dumb at the same time. He knows not to like mess with things, you know. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. Anywho, so I checked on him. He was like not having it. He was like, don't touch me, right? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to see if you all right, you know. So I put him down. He ran to the corner, you know. And I was like, whatever. He looked like he's good, you know. He ain't cut or anything like that. Hope he didn't swallow no pieces, right? So I'm picking up all the pieces for the heater was already shattered, right? It's not shattered in little pieces. It's just broken in half, right? So all the pieces is on the part what broke, right? So I take it out of his container, scratching my head like this day cannot get any worse, right? So now he don't have a heater. When he did have the heater, he's lay on the heater because it was warm right there, you know. I always think that it made no sense for these people to make the heater in glass. That was my idea, not to like, if I was gonna put a heater into like anything there. But I know it was not gonna work because his container is like on the floor is like plastic. You're supposed to have it on a glass, and that's how it's supposed to stick. That was my mistake, you know. I'm forgetting that glass goes on glass and it sticks better, you know. That's why it didn't stick, because his container is plastic. So I'm not gonna buy him another heater, you know, because this is what happened, right? I paid like, I think it was like $5, I think, for that heater or something like that. I can't remember, but that day couldn't get any worse, you know. First it was my hand, then it was turtle, right? Some crazy things be happening, you know. I'm like, why? Why this day, you know? But whatever. Like and subscribe to notifications. I'll see you later. Bye.